Welcome viewers, this is South Speaks for the next half an hour. Of course, we'll talk about everything that's making news from down south. First up, of course, the BJP now has intensified its attack on Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah over the alleged Mysuru Urban Development Authority scam. And BJP MLA Yatnal has also written to the Karnataka Chief Justice urging a suo motu public interest litigation to transfer the investigation to the CBI, claiming there is a 4,000 crore scandal that involves the Chief Minister of Karnataka and his ministers. Earlier, opposition BJP had even released documents. They claim that these documents prove that MUDA, the Mysuru Urban Development Authority, had favoured the Chief Minister's wife by illegally allotting land. Now, while all this has happened, Karnataka BJP Chief B.Y. Vijayendra has accused Siddaramaiah and his family of serious violations and has also called for his resignations. So firstly, let's listen to all the charges that have been levelled up until now by the BJP.
Because when more than 5,000 crores worth sites has been allotted for the influential people, Minister is trying to protect the officials who are involved in this scam. Honorable Minister Bairthi Suresh, who is the Urban Development Minister, who rushed on the same day to Mysore, convened the meeting of all Urban Development Authority officials. This is first of its kind. Never in the history of Karnataka where the concerned minister and the Chief Minister, who also hails from the Mysore district, such a big land scam has taken place in Mysore.
Now, meanwhile, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, of course, has dismissed these allegations and accusations as political conspiracies because it's not just the BJP. Now, an activist has also approached the Election Commission. He says that there have been lies that have been put forth or some things have been hidden in the election affidavit. This is the response of the Chief Minister that came in.
ಚುನಾವಣಾ ಆಯೋಗ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು? ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ. ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನವರು 2ನೇ ಸಾರಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆವ್ರಿ. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ್ರೆ. ಇವಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಸಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎದುರ್ಕತ್ತೀನಿ. ಮೂಡ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ, ಅದು ಗಬ್ಬಿದ್ದೋಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲದಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಗಬ್ಬಿದೆ, ಏನಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೂ ಗಬ್ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು, ಅವ್ರ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಸೈಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ.
Why did he not enter the details in the affidavit? That is a crime. And I've approached the Election Commission and I've very clearly brought it to their notice that if they fail, I will go to move the court. I have the right to move the court. And it is their primary duty to move first. If they fail, I will move the court. Now, he cannot claim that he did not know because in his assets and liabilities statement filed before the Lokayukta for the year ending 31st March 2013, he has disclosed this.
Okay, let me quickly open this up. T.S. Sankirta of the BJP is with us. T.J. Ibrahim, we just heard him, of course, speak on the matter. He's an RTI activist also joining us today. Satya Prakash of the Congress also on the broadcast. So let me take this across to Mr. Ibrahim to probably, elaborate further. Mr. Ibrahim, you just, of course, spoke a while ago and we heard that reaction of yours. Tell us what is the charge, because the Chief Minister says this is a conspiracy against him. And he'll respond if the Election Commission issues a notice. You're saying that there have been some aspects that have been hidden. Up until now, the entire controversy here seems to be this allotment of land to the Chief Minister's wife, to which the Chief Minister said this allotment happened legally and it happened during the tenure of the BJP. He has nothing to do with it. His wife was supposed to get as a compensation a piece of land and they've got it. Right now, the BJP is demanding resignations. In between all of this, your charge has sprung in a big surprise for the Congress party and a googly for the Chief Minister.
Okay. See, my point, I'm not touching the MUDA subject now on this show. Probably in a couple of days, you will call me. We're working on that. The issue that I've taken up is the non-inclusion of the assets belonging to the Chief Minister's wife in the election affidavit of 2013. Okay. Now, does he not know that this property is there in his wife's name? this property, this particular property.
Which property are you referring to, Mr. TJ Abraham, so that our viewers should have some clarity as to what we are referring to? Which property are you saying was not mentioned in the election affidavit?
Yeah, I'm coming to that. It is lands measuring 3 acres and 16 guntas in survey number 464 of Kesare village in Kasaba Hobli in Mysore Taluk. Okay. This land originally belonged to a poor Dalit family. That Dalit family, their land was notified for MUDA, acquisition for MUDA. There were 2 lands notified at one shot for acquisition, but one portion, this particular 464 alone is denotified. When was it denotified? 18/5/1998. And it is a coincidence or otherwise, I don't know, that the Mr. Siddaramaiah was the DCM at that time. A poor Dalit farmer, you think he has a capacity to move the Vidhan Saudha or the secretariat and get his land denotified? After that, in 2004, this land is purchased by the brother-in-law of the Mr. Mr. Siddaramaiah. Now, Mr. Siddaramaiah does not know about it? Fair enough, he does not know. I concede. He did not use his influence to denotify the land. He did not know that his brother-in-law got the land, purchased the land from that poor man. That poor man who was able to get his land notified sells this land to the brother-in-law in about 6 years' time after the denotification for an escalated amount of 2 lakh rupees from the award that was declared for him. Okay? Nevertheless, Mr. Siddaramaiah does not know that the 3 acres, 16 guntas has been transferred into the name of his wife through a gift deed from the brother. That he cannot say no.
Okay. Now, to simplify it, Mr. TJ Abraham, let me try to simplify it for our viewers. Basically, up until now, there has been a charge on the Chief Minister that there was a certain allocation of land by MUDA which they feel is illegal. Because there was a portion of land that she held which was taken away by MUDA, in return of which another land in a layout which probably costs much more, or in compensation to this particular land was allocated. So up until now, the Chief Minister has been saying, well, my wife had a piece of land which was taken by this development authority, and in turn a land was given. Now the charge that you're making is that this particular piece of land which the Chief Minister himself has spoken about does not find a mention in the election affidavit. Is that right?
No. Yes. Now, the second aspect that I'm not supposed to touch on that, but nevertheless, I'll clarify. This land that has been given as compensation at Vijayanagar, 3rd stage and 4th stage, the upmarket, like Sadashinagar or some place like in Bangalore, upmarket area, the land that was utilized, legally or otherwise, I'm very cautious in the terms I'm using because I may have to address the issue a little later. Legally or otherwise, the to form Devanuru layout, 3rd stage. Go to Devanuru layout today. You will find developed sites still there. Why was it not allotted there? Why wasn't the alternative site allotted there? And let the viewers know that this place was developed from 2001 onwards. Sites have been distributed in that land during the year 2002, 2003, 2004, 2008, 2009. In between, that very layout land gets sold as agriculture land, gets gifted as agriculture land, and now there is a claim that an agricultural land is gone.
Okay, let me bring in the Congress. We need them to respond, Mr. TJ Abraham. You've made a series of charges here. You've also, of course, written to the Election Commission. The Chief Minister has been terming this as a conspiracy. Mr. Satyaprakash, how would you like to respond to these charges?
See, Mr. Deepak, first of all, I don't agree with Mr. Abraham. We need to look at the chronology of events. The chronology of events is as follows. In 1992, Javraya, there is a doubt whether he's not got the land under SC Act. It seems he has bought from the government is what the news is reporting. So we have to see the authenticity of that. In 1992, he bought this land. MUDA notified it in 1998. Sorry, in 92, he bought this land. And in 1998, this land was denotified. After 7 years, this land was purchased by Siddaramaiah's brother-in-law. He has nothing to do with this. His brother-in-law is a different family altogether. In 2005, there are press reports that say it is in 2010 that he makes a gift deed to his sister. As part of the Hindu tradition, where brother to retain the ancestral property, he can gift some property to his wife. Now I don't know whether it has happened in 2010. The press report suggests 2010. I am not sure. Now the point what Mr. Abraham is mentioning is in 2013 affidavit, Siddaramaiah has not put it in his affidavit. But if you look at it 2018 affidavit, it is very clear. So there is no chance for concealing this. In 2013, whether the gift deed actually happened in 2013 or it happened in 2010, whether the land records did change in the name of Parvati, whether after the change of land records one should put it in the affidavit, I am not sure. And why Mr. Siddaramaiah, if at all, if the land has been transferred in 2010 only or 12 or 11, has not put it in the affidavit, Mr. Siddaramaiah said, please go to the election commission. If the election commission asks me this question, I am ready to answer them. So here ends the matter. Now let us come to the fact. The fact is here Parvati Siddaramaiah has lost her land of 3.16 acres where the MUDA doesn't even bring it to the notice of the owner. Without the owner's notice only, they take the land and sell the sites. Ms. Parvati Siddaramaiah has written a letter from 2021, nearly 22 letters she has written. And in 2023,
Okay.
the BJP government, before 2023, the BJP government allots these sites. And Parvati Siddaramaiah has made it very clear that I have not asked the MUDA to give me sites only in this layout. I lost my land. If you had enough land in Devanur layout, you should have given me sites there only. I never gave any representation asking me, you give me in this layout only. Wherever land was available and subject to approval by the land loser, since MUDA has done a mistake. Taking land without the approval of the farmer is a grave mistake. How can I take away your land without even getting it acquired under 4.1 and 6.1? Since this fox pass was done by MUDA, they had no other go but to give sites, 14 sites to Parvati Siddaramaiah, and we are very clean in this. There is an inquiry which is going on. 2 IAS officers have been put. Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani. Let the inquiry come over. Where is the problem here? The
Okay.
land loser has got.
But the BJP
sites
again says that
in
an inquiry
consumerate
being conducted by the state government, when the chief minister's name is emerging, his wife is emerging, will that be a truthful investigation? Is the charge by the BJP? I'll bring in T.S. Sankirta as well here. The Congress has time and again been maintaining, Mr. Sankirta. The chief minister has been saying, well, the transfer of this land, allocation of this land happened under the BJP. Why are you bringing in the name of, Parvati Siddaramaiah or, or the chief minister is a question that they're asking time and again. The BJP hasn't given a clear response to this.
See, firstly, I would also like to ask the Congress spokesperson if a Dalit or if a leader from the backward community who loses land to similar aspects, or when the BDA or any such competent authority notifies your land that we will be acquiring your land, will they be also able and entitled to such a compensation? That is the first question I would like to ask the Congress people. If you take in terms of area, if you have a land which has been acquired in Biddi and
But
you
who
want to claim
provided this
compensation in
compensation,
Sadashiv,
Mr. Sankirta?
let me make my
But
point.
who provided this compensation?
Let me complete. See, if you are having the poor Dalit or a poor leader, poor farmer has a land in Biddi and that gets acquired by a competent authority, and you seek compensation in Sadashiv Nagar, and that Sadashiv Nagar land is awarded to you, is it possible for a poor farmer as well in Karnataka? This is definitely not. This is blatant misuse of power. This is definitely misuse, and this is a mammoth scam. This is not a very small thing to be just to be wooed off. This is a mammoth scam that is blatant misuse of power by Mr. Siddaramaiah and his
Okay,
family members.
okay. Again, you are using the word scam, but please explain to our viewers, because here on this show we need clarity. When the viewers get out of the show and they need clarity on the subject, because this has been going on with the charge. Tomorrow you're planning a big protest, but viewers need to know when you say that, a poor farmer maybe in Bidadi would not be eligible to the same kind of treatment that Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's wife did get. But when this allocation happened and this treatment that you're talking about, it had happened under whom? Under which government?
See, whoever it may be, if you see the minutes of meeting, there is also been a lapse in that. So let the government who is in power investigate, but we don't have.
No, but if it happened under the BJP, if it happened under the BJP, you should say it happened under the BJP.
See that whenever it may
When
have
the land
happened.
allocation happened, you're saying
But
that
when did
Mr. Sankirta, you should be able to make it clear.
When did the notification happen? If MUDA was
Then 4 years between 2019 to 2023,
in that 5
between
years
2019 to 2023, why wasn't the BJP able to find out this rut? Why weren't they able to fix it?
So as per the Congress and Mr. Siddaramaiah's views also, they were in power from 2013 to 2018. As the Congress person only claims, they had also written letters in that tenure as well. So I don't know why the MUDA was silent on this. Let a fair investigation by the CBI or a retired justice happen. Then the truth will definitely come out.
But at least now an investigation has been ordered. The BJP, which is crying foul about so many things, didn't find the reason to investigate it at all.
See, firstly, I would like to tell you, this is a scam which is being definitely used by your power, and I have definitely used it in a very wrong sense. This is not definitely a layman whose land has been acquired would be rewarded too. This is not acceptable. Firstly, secondly, when you are also in power, you said that you are looping in two IAS officers who are behind this, and you will form an SIT. All those things, we don't have confidence on your SIC. If you see the Valmiki Corporation scam, that is also, you said you have formed an SIT, and you need 1.5 months to issue a notice or to file an FIR against the minister or the corporation president. So this is the kind of double standards from the Congress party. You want to protect your ministers and the government from the corruption charges. Whoever is behind this scam has definitely to be brought into justice, and this is definitely not acceptable. You having land in a very lower area, and secondly, this is the same government which scrapped the 50-50 scheme which was awarded to you. So all those things have been overlooked and definitely been awarded. So all those things have to go. So let Mr. Siddaramaiah.
No, but the question that really comes up, Mr. Sankirta, when the BJP takes up some things, it off late feels as if they are firing these bullets, but they're not aiming in the right direction. That's what it seems like, because you have clarity about some of the aspects. Some of them, fingers are being pointed. Fingers are being pointed at the BJP themselves. They're not answering.
Without political misuse of power. My only simple question is,
but if it has happened, now the question here is, Mr. Sankirta, that's exactly what I'm asking. If it happened, if this compensation and this payout happened now, while Mr. Siddaramaiah or his government is in power, then there was a direct. Okay. Let Mr. Satyaprakash come in and respond to that. Mr. Satyaprakash, he says it's pretty evident that Siddaramaiah has used his position and his power, and that's how it has happened.
Bopana, Siddaramaiah's wife wrote this letter right from 2017. In 2017, Siddaramaiah was the chief minister. If he wanted to give sites to his own wife, he would have given in between 2017 to 2018. The gentleman that Siddaramaiah was, he never did this. He said, let the law take its own course. No. I being husband, I cannot do that. Let MUDA take a decision. But how come what Sankirti is today telling that whatever compensation is given is wrong? Who gave the compensation? It is the BJP government which gave the compensation.
No, the DC,
not Congress party.
The DC had clearly told that
government
this
of
is a
the day
violation,
was
this is a clear
BJP.
violation of the MUDA
BJP
bylaw.
is responsible for
This is a
all
clear
this
violation of the
scam.
MUDA bylaw. Hence,
There
we are
are
insisting. Hence, we
nearly
are
Now,
insisting.
Mr.
5,000
Sankirta, when
sites have
something
been
happens
given.
under the watch of
Let
your
them
government
just
and you're
scheme
blaming
of
officers for it
50-50.
and still saying that the chief
Mr.
minister,
Somsekhar,
that the
once again,
non-chief
please
minister
wait,
then,
sir.
that an
Please
MLA
wait.
had so much of an influence. Is that what you're saying?
Why are you getting away from
Please
investigation?
wait. It is
Why
my
are you not
chance.
handing over to the
It is
CBI?
my
Why
chance.
are you
Okay.
not
Come here.
having it investigated by a former
Don't
justice?
fear.
So you do those
Don't
things.
fear. You
Your
allow me to
people
speak.
do not have
I will
confidence on your
expose
SIT.
BJP
People do
step
not
by
have
step.
confidence on your
I
government.
will
So you will
expose the
definitely
corrupt
go and sue Mr.
BJP step
Siddaramaiah
by
and those
step.
officers.
I
So
will bring to the people of
Okay,
Karnataka
okay. This
what the
argument
corrupt
and this war of
BJP
words is
was.
going to continue.
Why did
But
you
what is the
allot
essence here and what is
fights
the
to
need of the hour
Srimati
is
Parvati
for the chief
Siddaramaiah?
minister, of course, which he has said. If the election commission sends him a notice pertaining to now a complaint that has been filed that there was this particular property or one particular property that didn't find a mention in the 2013, affidavit of his, he says he's going to give an explanation. As far as the Congress is concerned about this charge by the BJP, they say that, the Congress had nothing to do with the allocation of land to the chief minister. So in the coming days with the BJP planning a massive stir, how things are going to take a political turn, that's something that remains to be seen. I'm thanking all our panelists for joining us today.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.